Yo, what's up guys? So recently I made a showcase video for my 8-bit prime number generator that I built out of redstone, and I put a link in the description if you want to watch that. But I thought it would be a good idea to make an explanation video for how that works. So let's get right into it. The algorithm it uses is pretty simple. Basically, it's going to generate a random number, and if it is prime, output it. If not, restart. So this is the start button here. By pushing it, it generates a random odd number. It's odd because I just forced this last bit right here to be 1. And then that number gets copied into each one of these divisibility testers. The divisibility tester works by basically just doing this. If A equals B, output 0, else if A divided by B is not whole, output 0, else output 1. So this gray bit here tests if the two numbers are equal. In this case, they're not, so it's going to divide the two numbers, and if it outputs a remainder, in this case it does, it's going to come over here, get knotted, and output a 0. If the numbers were divisible, then it would have no remainder and it would output 1. And it does that for every one of these testers. Now, how do we decide which numbers to test divisibility by? Basically, it's 8 bits, it's 1 to 255. The square root of 255 is 15.96, which rounds to 16. So we need to test by the first 16 primes, which are listed right here. There are 15 of these divisibility testers, and the 16th prime is taken care of down here because 2 is a prime number, and forcing it to be odd says that it's not divisible by 2. And if any of these outputs 1, then that 1 comes over here and says that it needs to generate a new number. If it outputs a 0, however, then it comes along here and this gets pulsed and this line gets powered, and it tells this machine that this number needs to get converted to BCD to get displayed on the 7-segment display. And this is the binary to BCD converter by Mattbatwing. I'll link his channel in the description. And the BCD value comes over here, goes into the 7-segment displays, and gets displayed on the screen down here. This number right here, it shows how many attempts it has taken to generate the prime number. So basically every time this dust right here gets pulsed is when you start the clock and when it generates a new number. So this blue circuit here just keeps a running total of how many times that dust has been powered, and that number gets displayed on the screen right here. Quick little side note, in my showcase video that I made, I said there were 13 of these divisibility testers. That was a mistake on my end. There are 15 of them, so I just want to clear that up in case anyone had any questions about that. And now I will do an example of this thing running, generating a prime number. So all I'm going to do is push this button to start, and it's going to generate a random odd number right here. It gets copied into each of the testers, and if any of them output 1, it's going to tell it to go again. In this case, looks like it's going to generate the number on the first try. It says 101, which is in fact a prime number. There's about a 46% chance of it generating that on its first try. So we'll do it again so you can see the counter in action. Generates this as the prime number. And it's 1 right now, so it's going to tell it to generate a new number. And it just does that cycle again and again and again until it gets a prime number. Looks like it took it 2 attempts and it generated 227 as its prime number. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. See you in the next one.